So you got a brand new Raspberry Pi and you don't know where to get started? Well, stick around. I'm going to show you how to install Raspberry Pi OS. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Havoc coming back at you once again as part of the Raspberry Pi kind of project series I'm doing. Today, I'm going to show you how to install Raspberry Pi OS. In a previous video, we unboxed a brand new Raspberry Pi 5. So today I figured we'll continue on that trend and install Raspberry Pi OS. The first thing we need to do is download the Raspberry Pi 5 launcher. So let's head over to the website and take a look at that. You can see here, we are on the Raspberry Pi website. You can go to raspberrypi.com/software and we want to download the Raspberry Pi Imager. Choose whatever version you have here for the computer that you're going to use to image this. What you'll do is you'll download that version, install it on your computer, go ahead and run it. And when you're at that step, come on back to the video. You can see here we're at the Raspberry Pi Imager. The first thing we have to do is choose our device. So we'll click choose device. And for me, I'm doing a Raspberry Pi 5. You can choose whatever device you are doing this on. So I'll choose that. Then we need to choose our operating system, and there are a ton of different choices here. Since we're doing kind of a home lab type series here, I'm going to show you how to do the light version. What that means is there won't be a GUI or a graphical user interface. So you're not going to be able to use a mouse and like kind of click icons and stuff. It's kind of also what they call headless. It just runs and you will remote into it via a terminal software. You'll SSH into it. So we're going to do the light version. However, if you want to be able to use this as a computer and have a full desktop experience, you will do the regular version, not the light version. What we'll do for this video is we'll go into Raspberry Pi OS Other. And then you can see here, we have Raspberry Pi OS Lite 64-bit. That's what I'm going to do. You have the option, obviously, for the full version. Not what we're going to do here for this video. So we'll choose Raspberry Pi OS Lite. The next thing we'll do is we need to choose our storage. So the Raspberry Pi came with a micro SD card. I think this one's 64 gigs. And I have a USB-C to card reader little device here. I'm going to go ahead and put the card in here. If you need one of these, I'll put a link in the description below to what I use. Go ahead and insert your micro SD card into whatever device and plug it into your computer. It's important to note that whatever is on that micro SD card is going to be deleted. It's going to be wiped clean. So if you have anything on it, please make sure you back it up first. We'll go ahead and click the choose storage button. And you want to make sure you choose that drive that you just inserted. So for me, it's the H drive, 64 gigs. I have a Z drive here. That is a iSCSI drive that I have for games off my NAS, but make sure you choose the correct drive because it will wipe it clean. And once we have that drive selected, we'll click next. Here is where we get to edit any settings we want to have put into the operating system when it's installed. Click edit settings and you can set your host name. So for this one, I'm just going to call it Raspberry Pi 5. We can set a username and a password. Set whatever you want there. Make sure you remember it. If you have Wi-Fi, you can set up wireless here. And then you have local settings if you want to set your time zone there. Over on services, enable SSH. We definitely want to do that because we need to be able to access our server over the network. So we'll use password authentication. You can also do allow public key authentication only if you know how to do all that. For this example, we're going to do use password authentication. And then options, you can play a sound when it's finished, eject the media when it's done, enable telemetry. Once you have all those settings configured, go ahead and click the save button. Back on this screen, we'll go ahead and click yes. We will want to apply these customization settings to the operating system. It tells you, hey, I'm going to delete everything. Are you sure you want to do that? We'll click yes. Now it's going to start writing everything to the SD card. I'll see you when it's done. Now the Pi Imager is all completed. We'll go ahead and remove our SD card from that. We'll click continue. Now take your micro SD card, insert it into your Raspberry Pi and go ahead and start it up. And now you can see we have Raspberry Pi OS installed. We're at the login here. We can type in whatever login information you put in when we did the setup part back in the imager. So go ahead and type all that in now. And here we go. Now there are going to be some updates. You're going to want to do the operating system. You'll either need to connect your Raspberry Pi to Wi-Fi or plug in the network cable to do those. But here we are. We are at a fresh install of Raspberry Pi OS. Now we can do a ton of different things, like install Casa OS if we want to set up like a mini home server. I have a video on that. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly take you through how to install a operating system to your brand new Raspberry Pi. And like I said at the beginning, we did the light version of the operating system. So there's no GUI, there's nothing to click on, there's no desktop. If you want to do the full version of Raspberry Pi OS, you'll just choose that in the Raspberry Pi Imager and you're good to go. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know in the comments below or join up on our Discord server at discord.gg/havoc. We have a home lab section. You can kind of get in there and talk about home labs. We're doing a lot of stuff on Raspberry Pi, so make sure you're following the playlist here that this is going to be in, and we'll do a bunch of other really fun projects. So until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep doing good.